Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty-night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me when I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, mamma mia. Here I go again, my, how can I resist you? Mamma mia, does it show again, my, just how much I've missed you? Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why, did I ever let you go, mamma mia? Now I really know, my, I could never let you go. I've been angry and sad about the things that you do. I can't count all the times that I've told you we're through. And when you go, when you slam the door, I think you know that you won't be away too long. You know that I'm not that strong. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, mamma mia, here I go again, my, how can I resist you? Mamma mia, does it show again, my, just how much I've missed you? Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Oh, mamma mia, even if I say bye-bye, leave me now or never, mamma mia, is the game we play. Bye-bye doesn't mean forever, mamma mia, here I go again, my, how can I resist you? Mamma mia, does it show again, my, just how much I missed you? Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma mia, now I really know. My, I could never let you go. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll make it clear. I'll state my case, of which I am certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway and more. Much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. I have arrived, and not in an orgasmic way! Hello, everybody. I am GEEP's announcer. He doesn't pay me, and I always introduce that schmo. And I'm back to do it again after a long vacation, might I add. Alright, let's get on with this shit. As I always say. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all, it's GEEP's Variety Show. And now, here's your host, GEEP. time sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness wakes and stirs imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses, helpless to resist the notes I write. For I compose the music of the night. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Hearing is believing, music is deceiving. Hard as lightning, soft as candlelight. Dare you trust the music of the night? Close your eyes, for your eyes will only tell the truth, and the truth isn't what you want to see. In the dark, it is easy to pretend that the truth is what it ought to be. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Close your eyes and start a journey to a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the world you knew before. Close your eyes and let music set you free. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dream begin, let your darkest side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. You alone can make my song take flight. Help me make the music of the night. Well, folks, there's my reverb. What'd you think? There we go. Well, that's a way to kick it off. Let's turn that reverb off now. Yoink. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm glad you're all here. I hope you liked the Phantom. I added that. Thank you, Chia. I want to make it as haunting and phantomy as possible. Now, there is a very good reason. Phantom Jeep indeed, Sumio. Phantom Jeep indeed. Now, there's a reason why I'm not showing myself at the moment. It's because, well, geez. You know, during vacation, people tend to let themselves go. And, well, you know what? Let me just go to the, let's just go to the monologue, okay? So here's my, let's just go. We don't need the music. Let's just turn off the intro music. And, so welcome. GEEP here of GEEP Variety Show. How y'all doing today? I'm glad to be back, but like I said, what's in the news today? Well, in GEEP news, I once said that because of my time off, that I suffered from, you know, letting myself go a little bit. And, when it happens to a Jeep, it's not pretty. So there's that, and I'm terrified for y'all to see me because it's considered my 0.4 model. The joints get rusty, the battery packs inflate. It's a rough time. I'm not, for the record, I'm not a robot. Okay, I'm not a robot. Barge. It's all good. Everyone thinks I'm a robot at first, till they get to know me, until they hug me. Then they know. Oh, okay, so he's that. So that's in the letting myself go news. But in other news, well, I stepped on a tack, and I thought it was good luck, and it turned out it wasn't, because then I was hit by a car, and so I completely recovered. Cars don't affect Jeeps, but you know, stay away from tacks on the road, and cars, and just anything moving, you know, really fast in general. Jeep attack. Nice, Chia. God, I'll give that one a 9 out of 10. Okay. But in the best news, the Bee, my wonderful brother, whom I love to death, sent me some magic potions, right, to help reverse the effects of my letting myself go. So over the course of the show, it's going to be accelerated. Exactly, Chia God, the Bee, yes. So I'm going to be getting back to my normal healthy weight over the course of the show, but I'll be going through several transformations natural to the Jeep body. So I hope you all will just play out, you know, go with me. So, okay, enough stalling. Let's go to the main stage. Okay, so, yeah, okay, so. There was some freakiness abound right there, but that was a little preview, but, okay, so, I am, like, really stiff right now, and I'm really unhealthy. I can't move my arms. They're stuck like this, and it's not, please don't hate me, okay, it's, and my crotch has shrunk, and everything with it. I've always said I had a hard time locating it, but now I can't find it at all. I never said it was small. I just said I couldn't find it. It was actually pretty sizable until now. So I gained the muscles, which many people consider desirable. But to me, it's unhealthy. I feel like shit. I cannot move. And I'm going to be like this until the potion takes effect. Bless you, Bee. Okay. So, yeah, let's play. Oh, dear. Okay. So, how's everybody doing? I hope you all had a wonderful July. My July was a little bit rough. Stuff at home, whatnot, and but got past it. It was beautiful. I'm having a great time now. I'm happy to be back. Happy to showcase the show I have for y'all today. I was excited to unveil my Phantom, you know, with the actual echo and whatnot. Excuse me. And let me take a look at today's itinerary. So, nice to see you all. Chia, Sumio, Fig, Usu, Baj, Lucas. Fantastic to have you all back here. I want to give a shout out to Miss Lottle. Today is her birthday. She is celebrating it. So, happy birthday, Miss Lottle. I want you to put that in the chat if you can do that for me. Just happy birthday, Miss Lottle. She was one of my lovely guests with her wife Persephone. They were awesome. They were one of my family's favorites. So, oh no, she's not streaming, right? She's celebrating her birthday at home. So she's having her birthday stream on August the 6th. So Friday. That's when she's doing a celebration on the stream. So I would have loved to rated her afterwards, but she's spending time with family. Oh. Thank you, Leo. Thanks, Gia. So, Miss Lottle, yeah, happy birthday, girl. All right. Now, let's move on with the show. All right. Okay. Let's go to the big TV. Now, okay, so what we got to do is, those of you who are familiar with some of my older works, I had these guys called the Crazy Guys, and they were personas I would don for the sake of entertainment. I finally came up with their names. The first one who ever appeared was just going by Crazy Guy, but I changed his name. His name went from Crazy Guy to Cynical Guy, so finally I settled on Condescending Guy. That's literally his name, Condescending, and then Crazy. Condescending Crazy, that's his name, CC. Then he has his brother, Cuddly Crazy. He got really cozy with Jose. I'm sure many of you would remember that. At least Fig remembers that. The socks on horns. That's Cuddly Crazy. So today, for the Crazy Brothers, I am going to be unveiling another C of the Crazies. Cowardly Guy. Cowardly Guy is the one. Yes, Fig, you did, but you can't catch the Crazies. They're in another dimension, another space, and they all dwell possibly within the same mind. It's uncertain, but you know, they're nuts. Anyway, that's true, because Jose is underage. Oh, that Carabao. Anyway, so tonight's unveiling, the good cop, bad cop routine. Hokey Smokies! Wither Samurai, thank you for the follow! Indeed, Sumio, he is underage, aside from the voice. Thank you! Wow! Okay, folks, I'm just surprised, because he's a samurai, you know? He is stoic, he is stern, and he chooses you. That means something. So, samurai, thank you. Thank you so much. Anyway, as I was continuing, so those of you who are here, who are just joining us, you can inform any latecomers of what I am doing. I am putting on a performance, and I will be performing Cowardly Guy of the Crazy Brothers. So there's Condescending, Cuddly, and Cowardly. Cowardly has not been unveiled until now. And if you want to call them for short, they're just known as Con, Cud, and Cow. Okay, now I need to disappear because GEEP is not these people. I am not them. So, goodbye. Here I am. Now the act begins. Hi, everyone. I'm cowardly, and I'm not going to show myself right now because I'm afraid. But that is the point of tonight's stream. I convinced myself to play one of the scariest games known to your race, Left 4 Dead 2. It is just the title scares me. Why would you leave someone for Okay. I will speed run the entire game and be brave. So let's do this. League of Legends, that sounds peaceful. Wow, that sounds great. Oh, look, the people in my head are talking. Mori is talking. I'm going to break character right now. Mori, lovely to see you. I'm doing a new character. Thank you, Mori, for the subscription. Thank you so much. I'm performing as the Cowardly Guy right now. Cowardly Crazy. So, I'm going to get back into character, and we'll resume. All right, so, yeah, let's do this thing, okay? Going to, I'm going to play the scariest game of all. As long as you can, so that way no one knows you're scared. No one knows you're scared. No one knows you're cowardly. Oh, COD and Con would have my ass if they knew I was messing with their game system. But how else am I going to be brave? I ask you, from one crazy to another, how am I supposed to be brave? You can't. Okay? You can't unless you do something. Wires scare me. They remind me of long things. And yet I have to work with wires. It's so traumatizing. I'm gonna speed run your ass to hell. Have faith in me, voices in my head. Have faith in me. Okay. All right, let's get this going. And then we're going to start the game. Yeah. Ooh! There's a valve sticking out of that man's head. Oh, good lord. Oh, that is scary. Oh, that is disgusting. Oh, you think brains come out of it if you twist it, like comes out of his mouth or something? Oh my god, that's a scary starting screen. Oh my goodness. Oh, all these poor sad saps wandering around. Oh, geez, I heard it was an apocalypse, but I didn't realize it was a daisy apocalypse. Okay, all right. No worries. We're fine. I'm gonna run through this. Okay. Mutation. Red. Versus. Okay. Single player. I know how video games work. Dead center. Okay, depending on how that's taken, that's actually not so scary. You know, like dead center in the middle of something. But dead in and of itself is a word that frightens me. So, let's just get out of here as quickly as possible. Choose a character. Nick, Rush. Oh, everyone's holding a gun. I think I feel the safest playing this guy, Coach. You know, he can coach everyone to safety. So, there we go. Gotta play on easy, because nice and easy. Nothing scary. Man, I'm playing the whole thing dead center. Look at the prices aren't the only things getting slashed. Well, what else is getting slashed? I don't get it. I don't understand. Why is there blood on all those things? Blood isn't fun. Oh man, the coach guy I chose is gripping the thing that could cut his hand. He's stupid. That's why are you doing that? That's not right. That's weird. Ah! People on fire! Call the fire department! Oh wait, no, this is an apocalypse. Silly me. Oh dear. Oh my goodness, there's smoke. Oh my god, I have a pistol. Oh my god, I have a gun. I have a gun. Oh my god, everyone has a gun. Everybody has a gun. I thought we were just gonna run away from everything. I have a gun. No. Oh, thank god. Oh no, I can reload. Okay, oh no. No. Okay. I have a lot of clips. I guess that makes sense in the zombie apocalypse, but not to me. I don't like guns. And the voice in my head is cheering for fire. Why is the hair in my head cheering for fire? Oh, dear lord. Okay. Let's just shoot the wall. I'm sorry, wall. Ah! Okay, 1 bullet. That's good. Okay, what do we have here? Ooh, medic. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna be healthy. We can be healthy. You can be healthy. We can be healthy. Hey, why aren't you all looking at me? Actually, don't look at me. I fear eye contact. Okay, let's see. We got ourselves a crowbar, and these are very handy tools. I'm glad someone left these here. I'll consider it. I'll take an axe because it's nicer to look at, and I'll be able to help anyone out if they're trapped. Okay, speed run. Get the courage to move. Here we go. Hey, there's a chair here. I'm gonna sit down and catch my breath for a moment. Oh, he opened the doorway. That's good. Ah! Zombies! And bloody people! Ah! Oh, they're screaming! Tell me when it's over. Voices in my head. Tell me when it's over. I'm closing my eyes. No. It's supposed to be vacant. Oh, what the fuck is that? Sounds like someone's getting it on. Oh, jeez. We got bodies to... What the fuck is... Ah! Get him off of me! Okay, that scared me. Shiz. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Woo! Oh no! They're everywhere! Help me! Save me! Oh, what the fuck is that thing? Oh Jesus! Why isn't Jesus ever around when you call his name? Okay, I'm breaking character right now. Hey, Luna! Welcome! Thank you for the welcome back. I'm playing a new character. You remember Cuddly Guy? Well, this is their brother, the third brother. Cowardly Guy. Cowardly Crazy. So...
Alright, let's get back to it. He promised to do a speed run the entire game, but from the looks of it, he's not going to even make it past the first. Let's get back into the game, into the character. Okay, okay. Ooh, I got a flashlight. Oh, okay, that's good. That makes me feel less scared of the dark. Oh, don't ever turn the flashlight off. Okay, alright. Why are you always pointing guns at me? You know how scary guns are when you point at people? You stupid, stupid people. Stupid people. Oh, that's poor motherfucker. Oh, jeez, that's so scary. Why did I look at that for so long? What the fuck?
Crazy woman.
Green and I can't move. Help me. I can't move. It's so scary. Help me. I can't move. Help me. Help me. I'm petrified. The freak is riding me again. 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 The freak is riding.
We gotta get around this fire.
Thank you. Let's get fire! What the fuck are those? Hey, I saw something that looks like adrenaline. Good. Okay. Oh, this is good. Oh, yeah. This will make me forget all my fears. Whoop, 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 whoop. You don't scare me anymore. No. You don't scare me. Oh, I broke the window. I'm sorry for breaking the window. Hey, what the fuck is this? Is this like a condom or something? Standing condoms? I never heard of those before. Look, more drugs. Okay. All right, everyone. This has been an exhilarating moment, but I think we should take a nap, okay? You three sit on that bed, I'm gonna sleep on this bed, and we're just gonna wait it out. Okay, I'm gonna talk tonight. Good night. There's no monsters. There are no zombies. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Yeah, everything's gone. And look, someone painted the wall with, oh, no. Oh, gross. Ah, gross. I need more drugs. No. Oh, where do I go? Where do we go? Ooh. Oh, help me. I don't want to hurt anybody, not even if they're punching me. Help, please. Oh, please. Oh, my goodness. I can't take it. I can't take this anymore. Okay, I feel safest at the beginning. We're going back. Oh, my God, that's fine. I don't go that way. We're going all the way back. There's a standing condom. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Just, you know, to feel protected, right? Condoms provide protection. Okay. We're going back. We're not going to continue this. This was a bad idea. Okay. Ha. Now, we'll be safe up here. No one will come and get me up here. Let's see if we can find another way to escape. Okay, let's not go the set path of this game. Let's see. Well, that's just terrifying. Why are you so angry at me? Huh? What did I do to you? Why'd you punch me? You scared me. Pills. Ooh, drugs. Oh, thank you. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna close my eyes, literally, and run. Here I go. Woo! I think. Okay. Am I going around? I can't even tell. I really am closing my eyes. I don't want to see what I'm doing. Okay, this is a bad idea. I can't see where I'm going. Okay. Alright. Ow. Oh my God, he's going for another ride. The freak is going for another ride. Why won't they stop riding me? I got cold mouth. I'm not looking. This isn't happening. I am in the meadow. I am dreaming of beautiful people.
All right.
Okay, well, I remember someone telling me I need to use my first aid because I...
No idea how this thing works.
Okay, there we go. Let's go. Let's just get the hell out of this fucking building. I gotta speedrun this entire game at this rate. It'll take me 24 years to finish it. He's standing. Exit. Oh, I didn't know this was the exit. I thought it was just some twisted path that. Oh, those poor zombies. Oh God, this is scary. Oh my goodness, this is so terrifying. This is the scariest game I've ever played in my entire life. I'm sure some people, this probably has killed people from heart attacks. Okay. Where do we go? Oh, that's fire. I'm not going that way. Fuck the fire. Drugs. Drugs. Give me drugs. Look at all that luggage. Hey, I wonder if there's, you know what? There are probably condoms in there, so I'll let them join each other. There we go. Okay. Ooh, an elevator. Ah! I guess zombies want protection too. They went crazy for that standing condom. Did you see that? Zombies are horny.
My name's Alice. How about you?
Oh my god, it's getting smoking here. This is the scariest shit I've ever seen. I am so fucking scared. I'm peeing my pants. If I had pants, or if I could pee.
Get ready.
What the fuck are those sounds? Oh, jeez, let's get the hell out of here. Ooh, a gun! I don't want it! I want this thing that looks like a bong. Bongy, 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 bongy. Oh my goodness, there's too many running that way. Holy shit, I gotta run. Oh my god, that was disgusting. Okay, I'm running back this way. Okay. Oh my goodness, he stopped right there. What the fuck? Hey, hey, Mr. Oh my god, he's a zombie. I thought he was a guy in a hazmat suit trying to help me. Oh my god. I'm closing my eyes. My fingers are in my ear. La 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 la. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Is it over? Is it over? It's over. But there's fire! Oh my goodness. I hate this. Ooh, drugs. I hate this. I hate this. I hate you. I hate everything. I hate myself. I hate this. I hate everything. I hate you all, except for the voices in my head. They're kind of chill. But I hate this. I hate this. And I see some random Samio Santana saying he wants to do a speedrun of this shitty, scary-ass game. What the hell is that? Oh my god, there's bodies on the ground. Oh my god. 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 Okay, I'm going to break the character for a moment as Miss Lottle is here. Hello, Lottle. Thank you for the welcome back. That's Miss Lottle. Today's her birthday. Wish her a happy birthday, folks. Thank you for coming, Lottle. Lottle, you join me as I'm putting on a performance. I am performing as a cowardly guy playing Left 4 Dead. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. It's one of, again, she's awesome. So, wish her a happy birthday, folks. Happy birthday, Lottle. Okay, back into character. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's an ashtray with cigarettes. I can relate. I like to smoke. I like to smoke. Oh my goodness, they're everywhere. Oh my goodness, they're the Blazing Brothers. They're Blazing. Oh! Get away from me! Oh! Oh! And a Blazing Sister! Get away from me! I'm just gonna count these leaves and count my blessings. I love the leaves, I love it, I love it, I love it. Nature is so calming and soothing, even when there's smoke around and proving. La da 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 da. Ah, oh, a telephone. Hey, hello, operator. Hello. I'm not a fan of your game. It's scary. It is abusive. It has given me at least several thousand heart attacks. And I demand that you make, like, maybe the zombies wear party hats, or smile more often, or at least, you know, look more presentable. And maybe instead of punching and kicking you, they just, like, point and laugh at you. I'm used to being pointed and laughed at, as I'm pretty much scared of everything. I mean, the color yellow kind of scares me. It reminds me of lemons. And lemons are pretty terrifying. And, hold on a second. Can you wait your turn? Anyway. Ah! I need the drugs! Oh my goodness, close the door! Close the door, leave me alone! Leave me alone! Ah, the creepy guy's in with us! The creepy big arm guy! Oh! 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 Thank you, voice in my head who thinks I'm being a good coward. That's just me. We did it! We finished the game! What the fuck is this?
There's a gun store on the way to the mall. What do you say we pay it a visit?
Oh no. Oh, bigger guns. Oh, medic. Okay, I'll heal myself up. What do we have here? Medical transplant. I don't care about reading shit right now. I'm terrified. I'm sweating from every corner of my being. There's so much sweat I could create a fountain. Oh my god, I'm sorry, water cooler. I didn't mean to swing my axe at you. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Why is everything so disorganized in here? This is despicable. Oh, and an empty vending machine. Yeah, just my luck. I get nothing to drink. I get exit. So if I exit here, do I win the game? I think so. All right. Game over, folks.
Let's go find
Yeah. This is the end. This must be paradise. Look, we got like a palm tree here. This is paradise. Woo! Why are you shooting in paradise? Stop that! You're scaring everybody. You're scaring me. Stop shooting in paradise. God damn it! Voices in my head. Is this over? Is this the end? Tell me now. Don't lie to me. I'll know if you're lying. I mean, it says exit, right? Exit in the game means the ending, right? So I finished this terrifying game in that creepy-ass hotel with all the creepy fire. It's over, right? I'm sure it's over. Oh, that's disgusting.
So that's a boomer, huh? You know it's sad to see an eating disorder get out of control.
Oh, it's the end. Oh, well then. I think I'm gonna kick back and count my blessings. 1 little blessing, 2 little blessing, 3 little blessing, 4, 5 little blessings, 6 little blessings, 7 little blessings, 5. Wait, I mean 8. Oh, numbers scare me. That's why I lose count all the time. Thank you so much, Kinreedafig, Crandafug, and the Chaya Gold. Snacks are all gone. Yeah, it's the end. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Goodbye. And I did it! Oh, the scariest menu in the world. Let's get rid of this too. Let's just quit everything. Let's turn it all off. I feel like I made real progress today. I mean, I completed a game 100%. That was a lot quicker than I expected. So, now my own voice is scaring me. Something was a little bit relaxful about seeing all the relaxing about seeing the stuff. But you know, that's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Tell you what, voices in my head. I am so happy that you all joined me, and I love it that this Lana, my Ura person, is gonna lurk and gonna come back and forth. That's beautiful. And apparently there's this GEEP person who showed guns earlier. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna go lie down because that was a rush. Anybody who can play that game for more than 30 minutes has balls and courage and a vagina of steel. So, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I can tell you this, I have nothing of steel. Only thing I have of steel is the stuff I've stolen. Steel, get it? Oh. Alright, thank you, everybody. I'm afraid to say goodbye, but that's okay. We all have to say goodbye sometimes. Goodbye. And that's Cowardly! Or Cow, as he's called among his brothers. Yep, alright, I'm back. Sorry, everyone. Whoa, what's happening? Whoa, okay, what's happening? Hello. Okay, I think the medicine's working that the bee has provided me. Yep, okay, let's move on to the next corner, people. Oh, I don't feel so good. Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, whew. I don't know what I look like, but I hope it's not too frightening. So, how's everyone doing? I haven't had a chance to look in a mirror yet. How do I look? What's behind? What does muscly GEEP regress to? Can anyone give me a hint? I don't have a mirror right now. Ooh, tasty! Did I get my sexy round body back? Oh yeah. GEEP 2.0. Well, these are actually my reverse selves. You missed in the beginning, Luna, that actually I'm out of shape, so I need to get back into shape over the course of the show. And the bee, my beautiful brother, gave me a potion to help me regress through the backwardsness of GEEPvolution. And so I started off very muscly, so stiff and so unhealthy. I don't know what the big deal is about muscles, but I didn't like it. But now that's over, and now I'm evidently cocky. I'm GEEP 2.0. I look tasty, so I'm guessing I look pretty good. I'll take it. So anyway, we're gonna read just a little bit of Hamlet, not a whole bunch, because the last time Hamlet destroyed my vocals. Okay, you motherfuckers, which one of you did not decide to tell me I'm a fucking chicken? I'm just kidding, I love y'all, but I know a baka when I hear it. Despicable. All y'all. Not telling me the truth. I'll remember this. A chicken never forgets. I mean, a Jeep never forgets. Fuck me. Okay. Alright, let's read some Hamlet, shall we? Where we left off. Let's see. Well, we won't read much, like I said today. We got a big show to cover, but I love Shakespeare, so let's get right into it. I'm really disappointing you, chat. I really thought you had my back, but you call me tasty and cocky, and so you're being coy about it. Do you like me suffering? Is that what it is? You like it that I suffer? I like it that I suffer! Yeah, that was not pleasant. Okay, where were we? Where were we? We were pretty far in Hamlet, last I checked. With the summer life, first a fish, then bologna, now chicken. What is GEEP? Well, for starters, I'm not a fish. Nor was I bologna. That was joking around. And that was behind the scenes. You keep bringing up the stuff that we talked about behind the scenes. What the fuck? Anyway. What is GEEP? GEEP is GEEP. GEEP is GEEP. Cowardly definitely was a big chicken. But, metaphorically, I'm literally a fucking chicken. I'm just playing around, Samurai. It's all good. This chicken is not upset about nothing. Wait, what the hell is this? Is this where we at? No. I remember where we were at. Just give me a moment. I recently rewatched my VOD to make sure I got it right. Here we go. Okay, so Hamlet just challenged Laertes to a duel to match his love for Ophelia, who has died. And of course, Claudius has planned to poison him, and so on and so forth with Laertes. And now we are moving on to Scene 2, A Hall in the Castle. Let me take a swig of my delicious tea and proceed. Okay, so we're Scene 2, A Hall in the Castle. Enter Hamlet and Horatio. I think we're just going to do this one scene and that'll be it. Hamlet's just my normal voice, and Horatio talks kind of just Horatio, like that. Okay, so Hamlet and Horatio enter a hall in the castle. So much for this, sir. Now let me see the other. You do remember all the circumstance? Remember it, my lord. Sir, in my heart there was a kind of fighting that would not let me sleep. Methought I lay worse than the muttonies in the bilboes. Rashly and praised be rashness for it. Let us know. Our indiscretion sometimes serves us well, when our deep plots do pall. And that should teach us, there's a divinity that shapes our ends. Rough hew them, how he will. That is most certain. Up from my cabin, my sea gown scarfed about me in the dark, groped, I to find out them. Had my desire, fingered their packet, and in fine withdrew to mine own room again, making so bold, my fears forgetting manners, to unseal their grand commission, where I found Horatio. O royal knavery! An exact command, larded with several sorts of reasons, importing Denmark's health, and England's too, with Hull. Such bugs and goblins in my life, that on the supervised no leisure baited, no not to stay the grinding axe, my head should be struck off. Is it possible? Here's the commission. Read it at more leisure. But wilt thou hear me how I did proceed? I beseech you. Being thus benneted round with villainies, or I could make a prologue to my brains, they had begun the play, I sat me down, devised a new commission, wrote it fair. I once did hold it, as our statists do, a baseness to write fair, and labored much how to forget that learning. But, sir, now it did me yeoman service. Wilt thou know the effect of what I wrote? Ay, good, my lord. An earnest conjuration from the king, as England was his faithful tributary, as love between them like the palm might flourish, as peace should still her wheaten garland wear, and stand a comma tween their enmities, and many such like as of great charge. That, on the view and know of these contents, without debatement further, more or less, he should the bearers put to sudden death, not shriving time allowed. How was they sealed? Why, even in that was heaven ordinant. I had my father's signet in my purse, which was the model of that Danish seal, folded the writ up in the form of the other, subscribed it, gave the impression, placed it safely, the changeling never known. Now, the next day was our sea fight, and what to this was sequent, thou knowest already. So Guildenstern and Rosencrantz go to't. Why, man, they did make love to this employment. They are not near my conscience. Their defeat does by their own insinuation grow. 'Tis dangerous when the baser nature comes between the past and fell incensed points of mighty opposites. Why, what a king this is! Does it not, thinkest thee, stand me now upon? He that hath killed my king, and whored my mother, popped in between the election and my hopes, thrown out his angle for my proper life, and with such cozenage, isn't not perfect conscience to quit him with his arm? And it's not to be damned to let this canker of our nature come to further evil? It must be shortly known to him from England what is the issue of the business there. It will be short. The interim is mine, and a man's life no more than to say, one. But I am very sorry, good Horatio. That Laertes, I forgot myself. For by the image of my cause I see the portraiture of his. I'll court his favors. But sure the bravery of his grief did put me into a towering passion. Peace! Who comes here? Enter Osric.
Your lordship is right welcome back to Denmark.
I humbly thank you, sir. Dost know this waterfly? No, my good lord. Thy state is the more gracious, for 'tis a vice to know him. He hath much land and fertile. Let a beast be lord of beast, and his crib shall stand at the king's mess. 'Tis a chuff, but, as I say, spacious in the possession of dirt.
Sweet lord, if your lordship were at leisure, I should impart a thing to you from his majesty.
I will receive it with all diligence of spirit. Put your bonnet to his right use. 'Tis for the head.
I thank your lordship. 'Tis very hot.
No, believe me, 'tis very cold. The wind is northerly.
It is indifferent cold, my lord, indeed.
Methinks it is very sultry and hot for my complexion.
Exceedingly, my lord, it is very sultry, as 'twere, I cannot tell how, but my lord, his majesty bade me signify to you that he has laid a great wager on your head. Sir, this is the matter.
I beseech you, remember. Hammett moves him to put on his hat. Osric puts on his hat.
Nay, in good faith, for mine ease, in good faith. Sir, here is newly come to court Laertes, believe me, an absolute gentleman, full of most excellent differences, of very soft society and great showing. Indeed, to speak feelingly of him, he is the card or calendar of gentry. For you shall find in him the continent of what part a gentleman would see.
Sir, his definement suffers no perdition in you. Though I know, to divide him inventorially would dizzy the arithmetic of memory, and yet but yaw neither, in respect of his quick sail. But, in the verity of extolment, I take him to be a soul of great article, and his infusion of such dearth and rareness as to make true diction of him his semblable is his mirror. And who else would trace him? His umbrage? Nothing more.
Your lordship speaks most infallibly of him.
The concertancy, sir? Why do we wrap the gentleman in our more rawer breath?
Sir?
It's not possible to understand in another tongue. You will do it, sir, really. Oh, wait, no, that's Horatio. It's not possible to understand in another tongue. You will do it, sir, really. What imports the nomination of this gentleman?
Of Laertes?
His purse is empty already. All's gold in words are spent. Of him, sir.
I know you are not ignorant.
I would you did, sir. Yet, in faith, if you did, it would not much approve me. Well, sir?
You are not ignorant of what excellence Laertes is.
I dare not confess that, lest I should compare with him in excellence. But to know a man well were to know himself.
I mean, sir, for his weapon, but in the imputation laid on him by them in his meads, he's unfellowed.
What's his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
That's 2 of his weapons. But, well,
The king, sir, hath wagered with him 6 Barbary horses, against the which he has imponed, as I take it, 6 French rapiers and poniards, with their assigns, as girdle, hangers, and so. 3 of the carriages, in faith, are very dear to fancy, very responsive to the hilts, most delicate carriages, and of very liberal conceit.
what call you the carriages? I knew must be edified by the margin ere you had done.
The carriages, sir, are the hangers.
The phrase would be more German to the matter if we would carry cannon by our sides. I would it might be hangers till then. But on! 6 Barbary horses against 6 French swords, their assigns, and 3 liberal conceited carriages. That's the French bet against the Danish. Why is this all imponed, as you call it?
The king, sir, hath laid that in a dozen passes between you and him, he shall not exceed you 3 hits. He hath laid on 12 for 9, and it would come to immediate trial if your lordship would vouchsafe the answer.
How if I answer no?
I mean, my lord, the opposition of your person in trial.
Sir, I will walk here in the hall. If it please his majesty, it is the breathing time of day with me. Let the foils be brought, the gentleman willing, and the king hold his purpose. I will win for him if I can. If not, I will gain nothing but my shame and the odd hits.
Shall I re-deliver you e'en so?
To this effect, sir. After what flourish your nature will.
I commend my duty to your lordship.
Yours. Exit Osric. He does well to commend it himself. There are no tongues else for's turn. This lapwing runs away with the shell on his head. He did comply with his dug before he sucked it. Thus has he, and many more of the same bevy that I know the drossy age dotes on, only got the tune of the time and outward habit of encounter. A kind of yeasty collection, which carries them through and through the most fanned and winnowed opinions. And do but blow them to their trial, the bubbles are out. Enter a lord.
My lord, his majesty commended him to you by young Osric, who brings back to him that you attend him in the hall. He sends to know if your pleasure hold to play with Laertes, or that you will take longer time.
I am constant to my purposes. They follow the king's pleasure. If his fitness speaks, mine is ready. Now or whensoever, provided I be so able as now.
The king and queen and all are coming down.
in happy time. The queen desires you to use some gentle entertainment to Laertes before you fall to play. She well instructs me. Exit the Lord. Here's our ratio. You will lose this wager, my lord. I do not think so. Since he went into France, I have been in continual practice. I shall win at the odds, but thou wouldst not think how ill all's here about my heart. But it is not. But it is no matter. Nay, my good lord, it is but foolery. But it is such a kind of gain-giving as would perhaps trouble a woman. If your mind dislike anything, obey it. I will forestall their repair hither, and say you are not fit. Not a whit. We defy archery. There's a special providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it be not to come, it will be now. If it will be now, yet it will come. The readiness is all. Since no man has aught of what he leaves, what is to leave betimes. Enter the king, the queen, Laertes, lords, Osric, and attendants with foils and company. I gotta refill my tea real quick, folks. I'm glad you're enjoying this, Sumio. A chicken I still be. Hopefully, not for very longery. Wait a minute. Oh shit! This final scene is the rest of the play. I'm gonna stop after that. So, when Hammond's getting ready to fight Laertes, we'll stop right there. Lovely! The next time I do Hammond, it will be the duel. Okay. Let's keep this show rolling. What's next on the table? Ooh, that's what's next. Okay, here we go. So, if you saw my tweets or so on and so forth, I'm planning to unveil a brand new game that I created. Oh, I'm going to unplug my remote control now. I'm not going back online. Okay. And, so I'll give you a little pastry about this game. But first, let's just switch over to the next, let's get on to the next event, shall we, folks? Yes, we shall. Okay. Let's move on to the next spot. Where is it? There you are. Okay. Hello, everybody. Chicken Jeep here of Jeep's Variety Show. Okay, so a little bit of backstory about this game I'm about to show you. It's kind of a board game. A board game, right? Sumio says, Pacha. Chia says, Sumio, you enjoy this on a Jeep level. I'm the Twitter logo. Alright, look away, my good man Fig. Always good to have you here. Reverse Jeep, okay? Devoluted Jeep, right? Devolved, not devoluted. Devolved Jeep is the Twitter handle. Jesus. Okay, anyway. So I originally wanted to premiere this game right after when I started back in March, but it wasn't ready, and it was too long, it was overly complicated, and too many moving parts that I had to do on my own. So I really condensed it, and I'm really excited to show you what I've got. So this game is probably not going to be played by anybody, because I'm planning to play it with guests until September. But I'm going to show you what I've got here in August, and I'm going to keep showing you out throughout it. So let's open it up. So it's called Character Gather. Character Gather, okay? And let's get the board on here, shall we? Jung! JoJo! I start off with JoJo characters. So chances are Sumio and Nixie, you two, Nick's not here, but are probably going to be my first contestants to play this game. This is the board that I created. I came up with all the spaces, all the rules, And the B helped me gather pictures. And the goal of the game is to collect as many characters as possible to accumulate a certain number of points. And, oh, don't worry, no, assuming this is not a trivia game. This is a board game with battles and systems. Let me show you what comes next. Let me show you my JoJo characters that I have. I've got over 100 and... Oh, yes, and listen to that. Listen to that music. Boom, that battle music we got going on. Let's mute that for now. And, this thing is still messed up. Just gotta fix that. Yada, does it. Indeed. So, and check it out. So we got characters with a power of... See, that's a 1 power. 1 scale character. We've got a 2 character right there. And right over here, we got 3. Right? All the JoJo characters you can think of across the first 6 parts. Lisa. And then the 5s. The main antagonist, and of course, the JoJos. There he is, right there, Jotaro. So these are what you'll be collecting. You'll be collecting these characters, right? As you progress through the board, you can see my cursor, right? So you go right there, do. Right, if anyone has trouble figuring out how the board progression is, how the board moves, I have these arrows in such case. Boom. Oh, cursor's invisible? Okay, hold on, let me fix that. I know how to fix that real quick. Okay, no, I don't. I thought I did it already. Never mind. It's okay. I'll just move the chicken. So there's the board. Yeah, so I'll just move myself. Tiny little chicken Jeep. So I'm going to put like little icons of the characters across the board. You get to roll a die. And guess what the die says when you roll it? Here it is. We got a JoJo die. Now keep in mind, people, I do not intend to keep it just to JoJo, but JoJo was a good one to choose. Had plenty of hold on, let's just mute it. And plenty of what's the word I'm looking for? Plenty of characters to work with. And it's a very beloved one. So, and you know how protective I am of entertainment. So I don't want really anything, befalling it, any mockeries of it. So JoJo's a nice, safe bet with pretty universal appeal. So. And even if you're not a fan of JoJo, you'll enjoy those who do love it when they play this. Okay, so, and this is the battle roll right here. For when you face off against the character. I've got hazards that work on the spaces, 1 minus health and whatnot. Let me show you exactly what I mean by 1 minus health, okay? Let me just open that up. So remember, we're not going to be actually playing this for a little bit because, well... we can't. Wait, hold on. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me just get the next thing set now. Okay, here we go. Where are you now? Let me show you what your HUD looks like, so you know how much strength and whatnot you have. So, here we go. Character gather game. There we go. Ah, beautiful. So here is an example. Right? There you go. So here's what the HUD as a word looks like, right? You got your name up there, Nixie. I have Nixie up there because I test played it with him. You got your favorite character. It's actually going to be shield character. That's a character if you acquire them. You got your health, your attack, money, items, and badges. And I've come up with the badges and the items right over here. There is a shop space. So let's show that off right now. As you see, we got map items right here and the price on the side. This is out of date. This is outdated. The prices were too cheap and Nixie became too overpowered too quickly. So I have an updated one which I haven't uploaded yet here in OBS. So we've got the map items, we've got battle items for when the battles begin, and we've got badges, which are eternal. And as you saw on the HUD, the slots are only available for 3, right? Yeah, I'm using Excel sheets to do this. So as you can see, I'm not tech, I can't do automated text stuff, so I can only do click, load, and so on and so forth. So, and this game was actually quite fun. And so let me give you a look at what a battle looks like. So you land on a space. You battle, let's say, 3 character, and it's Daniel J. Darby, right? So this is what it will look like. And then the map roll will roll. Not the map roll. The battle roll. And then the number on the right side is their roll, and the number on the left is your roll. If they roll a 6 and then you roll a 5, they damage you by their damage, which is 3. So from your health, you'll be down to 27. And you keep rolling until you beat them. Now, since your attack is 2 and his number is 3, he'll take 2 hits from you. And yeah, the card outsides, by the way, I had to customize. I had to look up some goddamn PNGs to make those cards look cool on the outside. Everything here was crafted by yours truly. I'm not gloating. I'm just proud. So, very happy with this. This was something I wanted to do. So, like I said, it's starting with JoJo, but all characters of fiction I'm planning to welcome. I think I'm going to do something in the Discord where I'll allow people to send me pictures, and I can put them together. I'm hoping to do things for all my viewers. I'm hoping to do a Kaon set for Uni. She loves Kaon. I'm going to put in Lord of the Rings for Luna and Catpernicus, and One Piece even for Miss Lotto and Persephone. And so all these characters will all be in this game together, not just one at a time. It'll be a clump of characters, and you're running across various different boards, collecting them all, getting points, having a good time, and so on and so forth. Hence, Character Gather. It's not JoJo Gather, Character Gather. Is this only part 3? I'm missing the reference there, buddy. So, yep, you'll be going across the board. Now, this game can be very long or very short. It all depends on how long people are going to stick in. As in, are there JoJo characters from only part 3? Oh, no, it goes all the way to part 6. I plan to have different battle music for every set of numbers. So, that was just a preview on the music you heard. Okay, we can close this now. Don't need this anymore. So, there you have it, folks. Character Gather. This game was a long time in the making. I hope you look forward to this. I very much will. This could be an entire stream in and of itself, which would be delightful. And I'm hoping many will participate. Thank you, Chia. Thank you. Okay. What's next on the agenda? Ah, yes. I see. So we'll just turn this off for now. And there you have it. Character Gather. Usu, thank you for the 1-month sub. Thank you so much. Gee, this is delightful. Everyone's so nice. Yeah, Lou, you just got back when I finished the game. Yes, it was. I'll run through it real quick with you. Let me just go right back. Let me go back to the board game. So, the game's called Character Gather. I started out with JoJo characters. I made all of this. I originally wanted to unveil this before I even started streaming, but I didn't have the time. It was a lot more complicated, and now it's condensed, and it's brilliant. And there are characters you can gather. The point is to collect characters like them. These are all JoJo characters right now. I started with JoJo because there's 170 characters. Then you see their numbers. They have correlating strengths from 1 to 5. There's 3. Character from 4, good old Okuyasu. And of course 5, we get Joseph Joestar. And yeah, all the cards and everything. I designed the colors. I didn't personally draw these, by the way. I found good PNGs usable that I can make throughout it. And let's keep running through it real quickly again, as everyone is familiar. So in this game, you have items you can buy, map items, so you only use it during the map, battle items, badges, which are eternal. There's money involved, obviously. You've got to purchase stuff. I did this. There's a nice little... hold on, let's make the sound go. So there's a nice little JoJo roll right here for the map. And the last thing would be I'm going to show you is the character HUD, which I just showed everybody. I'm going to show that again real quick. Come on now. Let's open up the character HUD. Yeah, I know, Sumi. I think you're going to really enjoy this. September. Keep that in mind, September. That's probably when I'm going to schedule this the first gameplay of this. And of course, I will introduce chat power. So chat's going to be able to interfere with this game just as much as any other game. Okay. So, here we go. Alright, here we go, Luna. So here's the player HUD. You got your name up there, Nixie. I test played it with Nixie because he loves JoJo. You got your character, favorite character. That's if you acquire them. Health, attack, currency, map items, so on and so forth. Yes, and there'll be cooldowns for the chat because the chat power is going to be ridiculous. So yeah, there's that HUD. Using Excel sheets, I did most of this stuff. Even the board you see before you right here that says JoJo and the mirror JoJo. And I was telling everybody, it's not going to be specifically JoJo. I'm just starting with JoJo. Eventually, I want to expand to include other characters of fiction. I was saying for you and for Cat Pernicus, Lord of the Rings characters, and I'll make a Lord of the Rings board. And then for Uni, Kaon, she loves Kaon. And expanding, just clumping everyone together in a lovely mix-match multiverse character thing. So you'll be gathering your Aragorns and your Saurons and your Yuis and your Mios and so on and so forth. So that's the character gather game. It could be long, it could be short, but it's going to be fun. Nixie and I had a great time with this. So much so that when I wanted to call it early, he said actually he wanted to finish the whole game. I was like, okay, man. Yeah, we'll finish it. Because I pretty much got the information that I needed. But there you have it, folks. Once again, with the Return of Luna, character gather. Now let's get out of here before someone else asks questions. No, don't worry about it, Luna. Don't worry about it. Don't apologize. I did this on my own. I did this myself. I'm just playing around. I'm always happy to talk with you folks. This is always so delightful for me. Okay. Let's move on to... Oh, no. Shut up, Sumio. Well, I think I can get used to this. So I go from muscly to chicken to dinosaur. Okay. We're getting back to round healthy Jeep. It's coming back. Just give it some more time, folks. But I'm not a chicken anymore. And I know I'm a dinosaur because I have a mirror here. So I just look at the television screen I got up there. You hate to see my final form, huh? Okay. So, unfortunately, this is the part where... from Dinosaur to Sonic the Hedgehog. Trust me, you'll never guess it. I gave y'all a chance. Exactly, Luna got it. Yes, chickens are my descendants. So I just keep reverting backwards and backwards. So my muscly model was my 0.4, right? My chicken model was my 0.3. This is my 0.2. There's only one more left, and then there's absolute 0. And then, boom! I should be good old round Jeep again with those lovely zeros. Get it? Huh? Okay. I guess you can tell I'm happy to be back and happy to talk with you all so much again. So, let's, yeah. I didn't confirm I was a fish. I said I won with fish. I could be a fish. I never said I was. Alright. So, folks, with this part of the segment is my most regrettable part. Nevertheless, a part of the show. I am still not a famous enough VTuber to say no to stupid sponsors. Yes, Chia. You got it. You got it. So they're back. They're as stupid as ever. But alas, I don't have a choice. Right? Sound kind of like a cow. Like cowardly. Cow. Oh dear. Alright. Well, you know, it is what it is, right, folks? You do what you have to pay the bills. Those stupid fucking bills. Okay. So, without further ado, here is tonight's stupid sponsor. S-E-X-Y-C-A-T, sexy cat. He's a cat, not a rat. 10 feet tall, muscles from ears to balls, whiskers hard as dicks. He can even do party tricks for the kids. Sexy cat, righteous and furry, spicy like curry, smells like justice, tastes like death for the bad guys. Sexy cat. He leaps and purrs, can raise the temperatures at will. He's sexy cat. Sexy paws, meow. S-E-X-Y-C-A-T, sexy cat, here to save the day the sexy way, sexy cat! Today's episode of Sexy Cat, the evil Don Doggo has kidnapped Princess Meowness of Litterbox Land and has thrown her into his latest contraption, the Pussy Drowner! But water is your one weakness, sexy cat! Whatever will you do, sexy cat? Meow, let-meow, meow, meow. Help, help, save me, sexy cat, and I'll gladly sexy you up. All part of my plan. Sexy cat can never resist a wet pussy. What wicked scheme does Don Doggo have in store for Sexy Cat? Will the princess survive or die a wet and helpless pussy? Tune in tonight at 9 o'clock and watch Sexy Cat save the day the sexy way. A sexy saving day keeps this horny cat from stray. Meow! Sexy Cat is a proud creation from us here at We Love Teaching Sexy Things to Little Kids Incorporated. Sexy Cat! Oh, I hate my sponsors. Sexy Cat? What the? Did that company just say that they teaching sexy things to to little kids? What the? Yes, indeed, Luna. Wow. Yeah, Litterbox Land. Luna, you want stupid sponsors? Are you kidding me, Luna? Are you kidding me? Oh, you don't want them. Oh, dear me. 9 o'clock. You know, that's when my showtime is in my world, so they're cutting into my airtime, those fuckers. It's all part of showbiz, right? Let's get some more of my tea in there. Yep. Stupid sponsors, all right. Okay. Let's move on to the next round. It's a classic. Hello, everybody. Dino Jeep here of Jeep's Variety Show, of Jeep's Not So Prehistoric Variety Show. Anyway, let's do this. Okay, now, what I am about to unveil for you all here is one of my most favorite treasured movies of all time. And I'm very protective of it. So the fact that I'm showing you all here tonight shows that I've actually just trust you to an extent to do this. And this is not for those of you who know me already, but those of you who know, I'm very, very protective of entertainment. So for those of you who know, what I'm about to say next is not for you. This is for those of you who don't know, and it's okay. I don't like any criticism about the work. I don't like it to be frowned upon, talked bad about, compared to anything in any shape or form. I just want to talk about what I love about it, what we all love about it. And so that's what I'm doing here today. It's a popular show. I normally do unknown ones, but it's all about celebration, right? Celebration, appreciation. I love this corner. Because you ever stop and think to yourself, when somebody goes on a rant and says nothing positive about something, for some reason that's okay. But when somebody talks nothing but positive about something, so all of a sudden they're not constructive. I think that's bullshit. So, in a way, that's why this corner is what it is. Apparently you can't be real unless you're angry. Bullshit. Alright. So, One of my most favorite movies of all time. I give it a 9.99 out of 10. It was almost perfect for me. I do have my reasons why it's not a 10. I may get into it, but it's not really celebratory in that matter. But I think I'll bring it up nevertheless because I am very practiced in giving out what I think doesn't work in a work without coming across as bitter or like trying to degrade it. So I may talk about why it's not a perfect 10. And so without further ado, my favorite movie of 2008 and one of my favorite movies of all time. 2008 was a beautiful year, and this was a beautiful movie. My favorite of the year. And one of my favorites of all time. Thank you all for being folks I feel comfortable enough to share this with. The movie is The Dark Knight. Oh, I love that movie. Jeez, I saw it 8 times in the theaters, twice in IMAX, and one of the most wonderful things about this movie, one of the things I took note of both times when I watched it, right? So I'll walk you through the very first time. Oh, it was filmed in Pittsburgh, and some parts of it were filmed in Chicago, Illinois, which is very awesome as well, because that's a nice big city, part of the big 3, right? Chicago, Illinois, New York, and Los Angeles. Not many go for Chicago, so I thought that was kind of cool, right? Chicago's a nice place. Aside from all the blowhards. Awesome, I didn't realize so many fans. Oh, this is fantastic. Sorry, Games Jam. Yes, there it is. Be careful, somebody else. That's not a work. That's James Cameron. That's fine, but works of art, leave them alone. No, yes, The Dark Knight. So, one thing I took note of the 8 times I saw the movie in theaters, right? Every time the Joker was on screen, I don't know if any of you noticed this, but the children in the audience would not say anything. They were quiet. He captivated them. Every time, absolute silence from the children. This is Withered Samurai. Remember when they shut down parts of downtown Pittsburgh to film this? Never saw it though, was too young. Hey, thanks for the 140 bits, Luna! Anyway. So, Heath Ledger's performance was so captivating as the Joker that the kids would just watch him. I thought that was beautiful. I love villains, and I loved seeing that. I love that the kids could just kind of relax, because, kids can get rowdy and whatnot, and that's their right. They're little babies. I love kids, but I don't ever hold anything against them. But, I'm watching a movie here, and a fantastic one at that. And, yes, so that is a particular note of interest that I loved when I watched The Dark Knight. And I loved it so much that some acquaintances of mine at the time, I actually paid for a ticket for a guy that I went to go see it with. And he couldn't believe that I paid for his ticket and his popcorn. But I'm like, you got to see this movie. And so that was a treat. And he liked it too. So my first experience with this movie, one of the things I took note of was how intense it was. Okay, right? I like to describe this movie as they did. You know how intensity kind of slow builds, right? It's like a slow burn. Intensity just builds over time, right? The Dark Knight kicks off with an action scene. Not very tense in the beginning, because we're used to this from Hollywood. However, it's done in such a manner where it seems kind of unique and a little different. Just a little bit. The robbers killing each other, and what? Oh, well, that's going to be spoilers, so. And so the robbers killing each other off. Very clever plan by the Joker. Well laid. Perfect into the bus traffic, but then another action happens, and another one. I describe this as a film in its own right builds up the intensity with action scenes, right? Instead of like in typical action films, and I love action films, but you just don't feel intense when you watch them, right? You just feel like it's another action scene after another action scene after another action scene. This one, in my opinion, kept on building up, and the intensity got more and more intense with each succeeding action scene. And there's a lot of them, but they're done very well. And differently, and they do build upon the previous one instead of just shoot these guys here and shoot these guys there, right? You get the robber in the beginning, you get Batman doing his thing, and then I can run through the movie, but and I've probably seen this movie like 20 plus times, including when I have because of the Blu-ray and so on, the home cassette stuff. Sumio says that scene inspired the Payday game series. Ooh, and Chia God says the beginning sequence reminds me of a Guy Ritchie film. Great cinematography. Oh yeah, beautiful cinematography. You kidding me? Beautiful look. And so that was tense for me. Another note that I took note of when I was watching the film for the first time was how the movie had no slow motion scenes. Did you notice that? Slow motion is often used for dramatic effect, not The Dark Knight. Not even when Two-Face would flip his coin. There may have been one instance, maybe when the Joker broke out of prison, but the sound just went silent, really, and he was in the siren car, but there's no slow motion. Therefore, it's real time in its own right. And that is tense, right? You're expecting him to flip the coin, and then does that slow motion, like a close-up of the coin, right? And then slowly rises and slowly falls. Not in The Dark Knight. In The Dark Knight, it was all flip, catch, bang, or not bang. And another note of interest that I loved about this movie was how in the moment the Joker was, right? The Joker can be a complicated character in this movie. No one really knows, like, why, in the beginning he's after money, and then everything he says he wants Batman, and he doesn't. Really, if you look at it, the Joker, at least from my opinion, was a character who just lived for the moment of chaos, right? Whatever he felt was what he wanted to do, he would do it, even if it would ruin all of his future laid plans. Because to truly live his chaotic way, he has to put his own plans in jeopardy. And he did that every time. From when he went to the bank, he could have been killed. From when he tried to kill Harvey Dent during the truck sequence, he could have been killed there. And then all of his plans leading up to the fantastic finale of the boat scene in the end, all of it could have gone to shits, but he put himself in the line of fire because that's the way the Joker does things, and that's honestly why he's so powerful and menacing, because he doesn't fear death. The only thing he fears is not having a good time. That's a nasty villain. The villains who don't fear death, and the villains who don't want money but just want to cause problems, and they don't give a shit. And they get away with it too. There's like a sort of, energy that kind of keeps them safe and whatnot. And the Joker certainly has that vibe. He's almost like an entity. Since we don't know his identity, and he lies about it too. So that was one of the brilliant portrayals of the Joker in this film, I felt. And in the end, he doesn't really lose, right? So the heroes have to semi-win by lying. Man, how could Joker not ask for anything better? But in the end, he really just wants to play with Batman. And he didn't realize that until this movie, right? He didn't realize how much fun Batman was until he finally played with him. That was something. That was beautiful. The kind of connection the two share. I never get tired of those interpretations. The Joker and Batman are very much connected. And then when you think about it, though, from a logical standpoint, you get a bat and you get a clown. Interesting. Okay. Sounds like Usu and Fig. Oh, I wonder if Fig was going to catch that. Anyway. So, that's why I took note the first time. It was intense for me, and now the boat scene. I don't know how many of you. I know some people thought that the boat scene, when they were going to twist the key, was going to blow up their own boat. I didn't think that. When I first watched this movie in the theaters, midnight showing, I thought to myself I was on that boat with all the people. Fig is streaming. Okay. Thanks, Sumio. So I thought I was on the boat with all the people. So I felt trapped on there with them and left with the dilemma of to pull the trigger or not. So I thought that was a brilliant touch. I've read screenplay books that tell you gotta write characters for the audience to sympathize with, so that way they can imagine themselves as a character. I've never been the biggest fan of that. I think it's kind of, no offense to those who believe in it, but I think it's a little gross. So this is a style, though. Like I said, I'm not putting down entertainment, but I think it's a little gross to want to imagine yourself as somebody else, because they are them, and you are you, and I am me. So I've never really taken to that kind of storytelling. I get relatability. I don't get transplanting yourself onto another. I don't. That's kind of, like I said, it's a little gross. So they talked about doing that to engage your audience, to get them to relate with the characters, right? Well, in this film, you didn't have to relate to the audience on the boat. You were on the boat as yourself, and that is by far more effective than pretend. So that's how I felt. I felt GEEP, was on the boat. Not GEEP pretending to be a person on the boat, not GEEP thinking he's the Joker, not GEEP thinking he's Batman. Jeeper was on that motherfucking boat. So yeah, I thought The Dark Knight surpassed that theory, that idea of how to engage an audience. And I believe that some people who may then see themselves on the boat were not thinking about that or didn't want to go there. I like to put myself in really dangerous situations and imagining them. Not actually I go out there and cause trouble, right? But I always imagine like the worst case scenario and how I would handle it, right? And be honest with myself about it. It's how I get stronger. And in the Dark Knight situation, I just couldn't figure out what the fuck I'd do on that motherfucking boat. I'm glad the old guy got it. That was a good move. And if you notice throughout the entire movie, the Joker is in control. The Joker is completely in control. He's happy, he's enjoying his time. Even when he looks like he's mad, they're just little spouts. But he's getting everything he wants. The first sign you see him really ticked that it didn't go what he had planned, what he envisioned in his mind, was when the people didn't kill each other. That's the first look on his face of true defeat, was right there. That's a long time, and I think that's how a villain should be written. Where you just think, they can't beat this guy, right? When you really believe, like, how are you realistically going to do this since you've been playing it up like this for so long? Are you just going to do a cheap Deus Ex? Are you just going to say they had a change of heart? Are you just going to give Batman some sort of big Joker killing gun? No. Joker doesn't even die. I love that even more. Too often the villains die. When in truth, when you think about it, bad people in real life don't die. So this is, in a way, it's kind of a farce that the villains get killed. It's more realistic, if you want to talk realistic, and everyone's all about realism, if your villains survive. Joker lives in The Dark Knight. Something other superhero films haven't taken to heart. But anyway, that's the smallest quib I'll do, but I'm not going to sing out which ones. And I think people don't do that because they're afraid. I think it scares them too much to admit that really bad people really don't die as often as good people. But it's more real. It's more honest. It may be terrifying. But like I said, it's more honest. And I love that about The Dark Knight. I love it. I love it. Because how can you really move on in reality if you're not presented a reality? Killing villains in movies, I have perceived it for quite some time now, ever since I became a writer, as just a fantasy people want to believe will happen, so they'll make it happen. So, for future reference, folks, you can expect very few villains in my writing to die. Because I do not think that's realistic. And thank you, Dark Knight, for presenting one of the worst villains of cinema and not killing him. Thank you, Dark Knight. I'm thinking The Dark Knight. There's an energy about entertainment that sometimes they dictate their own actions, right? You think you're making the film. You think you're writing the script. You think you're acting the scene. But the film is really directing you. It's in your soul. It's in your body. I'm a writer and an artist. Give me a break. That's what I feel. And The Dark Knight always invigorates me. This is the movie that made me want to write. After this movie, I felt I didn't need to see anything else. I had what I needed, and I started writing. My first screenplay. First feature-length film. Took great inspiration from The Dark Knight. Another note of The Dark Knight, if you look at all the side characters, it almost looks like they all have personalities and backgrounds. You ever notice how some background characters in several of the movies don't really make an impression, and yet somehow like every person in this goddamn movie looked like they were acting their soul out. Like they knew a whole script, but really they were just playing a background role, but they were all just acting. Everyone was acting in this movie. Everyone was just alive in this movie. Now, I'll get right into it. Why isn't The Dark Knight a 10 for me? With all of this, it has all the things I believe is wonderful about art and great to say and whatnot. Why isn't The Dark Knight a 10 for me? Well, that lies for me, the one difficulty is with Rachel's character. Of all the characters in the movie, she wasn't a worthless character. She played her part. But, and I think Maggie Gyllenhaal did the best she could with the role she got. But I really felt that character, you didn't really know what she wanted. Every character down to the side characters, you get a feel. It's a feel. It's not logical, but in truth, it is true. You get a feel for everyone's wants and their needs in the characters. I never got a feel what Rachel actually wanted as a character. I felt she was just there as a prop for Harvey and Bruce. And fortunately, her acting provided her enough character, thanks to Maggie Gyllenhaal, not Gyllenhaal, it's like Gyllenhaal, that I felt she was still character enough that the film wasn't just like a complete botch of like, you see two great guys, Harvey Dent, Two-Face, and Bruce Wayne, Batman, and imagine they fall in love with, like a mannequin, right? That's, you're like, Yeah, so these guys don't really have it all going on in their heads, do they? Not that they had it all going on really, but you know, it's kind of that's a cool psychological aspect of the movie and the characters in general. So that was the only reason. For me, it's just the way the character was written, the way she was done. It's like, okay, so she's a lawyer. Okay, so she's Harvey's girlfriend. Why is she a lawyer? Why is she Harvey's girlfriend? And you don't have to explain it. But I needed to feel that the writers, the creators, director, whomever, was in charge of that character. At least they knew. They needed to know why she was everything she was. Why she chose every path she chose. I love it when you know your characters, what they choose, why they choose, how they choose, and you don't have to explain it. But that feel carries across. And boy, did it carry across with all the other characters, from Ramirez to the gangsters. Each one with their own personalities, right? And of course, the main characters. But every time I watch this movie, I think to myself, it's a 10. But that feeling in my soul says, it's not GEEP. It's not, because of Rachel's handling. Notice how I don't say because of Rachel. I say because of Rachel's handling. I think she could have been a beautiful character. But there you have it. Alas, the creators did not feel she deserved as big a part as the rest in terms of character determination, character choice, and so on and so forth. Nevertheless, she was not worthless. She did her job. She was probable enough for me to believe that Harvey and Bruce would fall for her, as buried as the reasons may be. And the movie turned out splendidly. Gosh, I love this movie. And you can see why, given how I like to write things and approach art, why this would definitely be one of my favorite movies. Yeah, you know? So, The Dark Knight, folks. And when you think about it, it can even end here. You know, it's just Batman doing his thing. It doesn't even feel like a sequel, right? But it is. So, celebration, appreciation. Give it up for The Dark Knight. Thank you, Dark Knight, for inspiring me, for showing me some things, some dark things, and some twisted things, and some real true things. And being my favorite movie of all time of 2008, and one of my favorite movies of all time. And you always will be. We watch this thing annually. And not because we force ourselves to. Because we're just like, I'm like, hey, B, you want to watch The Dark Knight? And B's like, yeah, let's watch The Dark Knight. Okay. And that, folks, is my appreciation of The Dark Knight. Thank you so much, Dark Knight. I'll love you forever. Cheers. Okay. Let's move on. What's next? Okay. Well, here we go again. Ooh. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, damn it. The B was right. The last form was a factory. Well, hey folks, GEEP here of GEEP's Variety Show, presenting you his 0.1 model. Hello. I am in so much pain right now. That's why my face is frowning. Sumio, my man, I can't believe you're still here. That's fantastic. Ugh. So, let's, I want to say, we're about to wrap up here. There's some things left. Yeah, an oil rig effect, yeah, whatever the fuck, yeah. My final form. I bet none of you saw this coming. Anyway, I want to thank you all so much for coming. I got one more thing to do. I have a song that I want to sing that I've been wanting to sing for a very long time. It's a very special song, a very lovely one. That's how we're going to wrap up the show. But first, I just want to say thank you all so much. Lotto, Sumio, Luna, everyone, Fig, everyone, you know who you are. Thank you so much. This has been a really fantastic return. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be chatting with you all. I'm happy to be performing again. And I couldn't be more delighted. So, even as a factory. Even as an oil rig, this Jeep is all smiles. And plenty of tea, so he's going to be taking a piss like a horse throughout the rest of the night. Anywho, let's move on to my guests for August 6th, Friday. Bet you're all waiting for that one. Or not. Whoops, that's the light and that's the wrong place. Well, thank God you can't see my horrible factory form right now. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Okay, so. Next Friday, right? There we go. Boom. August 6th. There's the time and date. Actually, the time is wrong. Let me fix that right there. There we go. It's 7 p.m. PST. So it's late. And my guests plural, will be, boom, Annie Yushi and Soul Bad Greg. I'm having them return to have a good old time. They're really good friends, so I decided to ask them both to come on to my show again. Now, Annie may not be able to make it. She has a very erratic schedule. However, Soul is more than likely to make it. So, he's such a chill, swell fella. I hope you all will join in and catch them as well. It's a hoot. We're going to have them play the Pokemon game, the PowerPoint game. Games. Just not the JoJo game. That's not complete yet. But it almost is. So, Annie Yushi and Soul Bad Greg. Oh, yeah. So, let's get back here with good old Factory Jeep. Woo! What a show. So much to do. Okay. Let's get on to the last song, shall we, people? The final song of the night, and this is for all of you. My feelings for all of you, and whatnot, so you can imagine yourself in this song. So let me get it ready, and then we will call it a day. Maybe perhaps we'll raid somebody. I haven't raided anybody in a while. It's probably a good idea. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to take a piss first. So I'm just going to, pee wherever I pee out of this, and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Not a very long break. Not at all. Yeah, Phantom of the Opera. You missed my opening Phantom. You should check it out. I finally got a reverb going. Alright, so, whoa. Oi. Oh, God. Yo! Yay! Get ho! La la!
Hell, what's happening? Can someone explain me?
Ooh. Oh, save the date, as they say. Save the date. Ooh, the lolly. Ooh, the lolly, lolly, what a day. Ooh, the lolly, 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 what a day. The lolly, what a day. Oh. Ugh. 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 Great this here. Ugh. 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 Woo! Why, hello, everybody! Woo-hoo! I'm back. I'm round and I'm black. And I got black sleeves. I'm blue and I'm back. Hello, hello, hello. It's finally happened. I am back. Yes, thank you. Be a savior, brother. You always save me. Hello, everybody. Jeep here of Jeep's Variety Show, bringing you to a nice, soft, romantic conclusion. Let's sing one last song before we call it a night and raid somebody. Okay. Time to open the song. I'm back to normal. It's going to be a cappella, so bear with me. This song is for all of you. Whenever I sang my songs on the stage on my own, whenever I said my words, wishing they would be heard, I saw you smiling at me. Was it real or just my fantasy? You'd always be there in the corner of this tiny little bar. My last night here for you. Same old songs, just once more. My last night here with you. Maybe yes, maybe no. I kind of liked it your way, how you shyly placed your eyes on me. Did you ever know that I had mine on you? Darling, so there you are, with that look on your face, as if you're never hurt, as if you're never down. Shall I be the one for you, who pinches you softly but sure? If frown is shown, then I will know that you are no dreamer. So let me come to you, close as I wanna be, close enough for me to feel your heart beating fast, and stay there as I whisper how I loved your peaceful eyes on me. Did you ever know that I had mine on you? Darling, so share with me your love if you have enough.
Your tears if you're holding back, or pain if that's what it is. How can I let you know I'm more than a dress and a voice? Just reach me out, then you would know that you are not dreaming. Darling, so there you are, with that look on your face, as if you're never hurt, as if you're never down. Shall I be the one for you, who pinches you softly but sure? If frown is shown, then I will know that you are no dreamer. Eyes on Me, Final Fantasy VIII. Thank you, everybody! It's good to be Jeep again. It's good to be back. That was for all of you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let's see who we can rate tonight. Any suggestions, folks? Any suggestions? Thank you, Chia God. Bachi Bachi. Oh, thank you, the Samurai. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, let's go out to raid. Let's make this a complete show. Who's out there? Who's out there? Let's have a look, shall we? Good to be back. I'm glad to see you all. You look fantastic. Y'all are fantastic. Whew. Okay, let's move me around a bit. There we go. Any suggestions, folks? Let's leave it up to you. Give me some in the chat. Fig? Woo! Peach Hana. That's a cool name. I like that name. Let's go. Peach Hana it is. Let's go! So we're going to do... I want to see Stay Cools and Stay Sharps in the chat. I'll get it set for you in a sec. Come on. Let me make it set for y'all. Some capybara in there. Yes. Oh, thanks, Luna, for sticking around for so long. I know you got a show tonight. So, no, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad to be back, Luna. Really glad. So, there it is right there. Nice little humble, stay cool, stay sharp. And I hope you all had a great time. I certainly did. Yeah, the Dark Knight! Anyway, let's go to Peach Hana. So, raid. Come on. Peach Hana. There we go. Let's give wonderful welcomes to Peach Hana. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me cancel this raid real quick, because I'm not canceling on her. I just... Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Just had to get some things set. And now we're going to start to raid. Now we're going to raid. Right. Okay, let's do this. Let's give our love to Peach Hana. There you go. Thank you all so much. It's good to be back. See you all Friday with any luck. And, well, you know the shtick. What do I always say to my viewers? Folks, stay cool, stay sharp. Jeep and the folks out to raid!